Hi and welcome back to David Tom Creations. This week I am going to have a look at the Wavestate Native VST for Mac and PC, which is obviously based on the Korg Wavestate and is loosely based on the editor Librarian software, I am assuming. So this came out, I think, last week, and I have kind of downloaded the demo to have a go at it and see how it kind of works. So I'm going to kind of look at that later. I'll get my Wavestate connected up, and we'll see how that goes. So if you haven't heard about this or seen this, they're doing the Wavestate and the Op6 VSTs. So everyone's assuming that at some point they will bring out the ModWave version of it. So as you can see, if you kind of know anything about the Wavestate, you've got your four layers here, and then you've got your vector envelopes, your filter amp pitch, LFOs, step sequencer. You've got a keyboard, you've got your vector joystick and pitch and mod wheels and various other things. And then you've got overview, synthesis, all the different sections that you can scroll through here, which we will look at later on. And then you've got, so it says there, wave sequence, single multi-sample, wave sequence, and it gives you the names of, so that's fast bowling colors and whatever. And then you've got pre-effects are switched on. You've got the mod effects and delay there. So the first thing is that it's pretty complicated. Bit of VST, because obviously the Wavestate is a pretty complex piece of hardware, and it took a while to get to grips with how it works, because it is completely different from pretty much any other synth available on the market. There are some other kind of features. So the first thing that they're doing is they're doing a special crossgrade if you have a Wavestate, if you have the hardware Wavestate. So at the moment, I'm not quite sure how long it's running for, but you can get the VST for $49. And that is, like I said, I'm not quite sure how long that's running for. It could be a month. I'm not sure. So the rest of it is just the same. You've got loads of samples. You've got 64 voices, 4 layers of vector control, 14 simultaneous effects. You've got set lists, randomization, you name it. And the other thing is you can patch exchange between the Wavestate and the Wavestate Native. So any of my DTC performance volumes 1 to 5 presets will obviously work, and anything that you create on the Wavestate you can patch to the VST and vice versa. So it says special crossgrade. The other thing is that you need to update to actually use this, to be able to use the VST and hardware in sync, as it were. You need to download the new firmware for the Wavestate 2.1.0, and there's also a new Librarian editor Librarian 1.1 as well. So it says you can, once you've actually done that, they've added a new bit in the menu that you get plug-in coupon, and that's it. So I've downloaded this to update my Wavestate, and that was where the first problems arose, because it wouldn't update. I got various errors came up, either doing it just via the straightforward updater, and then I tried the USB boot mode, and that didn't work either. So I've contacted Korg customer service, and they've passed it on after about a week or something to Korg technical support. So we'll see. So I've tried it, I don't know how many times, and the USB mode is quite complicated. and it takes a while to kind of faff about. You know, I'm not really sure why they did this, because I mean the whole point of things like the Wavestate is that, you know, it's for performing live, and you know the kind of whole point of these things is to not use the DAW, and that's why I got it, because I before then, you know, everything that I'm doing is with MIDI controllers, and just spending hours in Logic with, you know, clicking my mouse and dragging and whatever. So that's why I started buying, you know, hardware since like the Cobalt 8. So yeah, so like I said, it's a bit. I mean, I suppose there has been a few comments on, you know, some of my Wavestate videos, people saying, why haven't they done a VST? And I'm saying, well, you know, I mean, the full price, if I go to the full price, just to buy this on its own, never mind the Crossgrade, is normally $200. And at the moment, it's on offer for $150. And like I said, I'm not sure how long that is for either. There doesn't really seem to be anything to say how long these offers are going to be running, which is a bit odd. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be at least a month or so. Right. So for $200, I mean, that's quite an expensive VST. You know, like Arturia ones and whatever, where you're getting a whole bundle of synths. You know, like Analog Lab. So yeah, I'm not sure, because I mean, obviously you could buy a hardware Wavestate, you know, like a used one, for probably about, I don't know, $500. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think they're. I mean, I got mine. When I got mine, it was just under £500, I think, and that was, well, about 6 months ago, about October last year. I got mine, and I think it's actually gone up since I bought it to. So it's back up over £500 or something like that. So yeah. So say, you know, I don't know. It probably is about $600. So, you know, I mean, you'd be better off spending the extra money and getting the proper hardware version. So so that's it. And like I said, if you need to update the Librarian and system updater, there's a link on that page. So there's a link on this page, wherever it is. I've lost it now. Yeah, download the latest version of Sound Editor Librarian, and it takes you to the Korg download page. So you've got Mac and Windows 2.1, and system updater and editor librarian is 1.1 now. So that's enough of the kind of overview of that. So yeah, so like I said, you can try the demo. The other thing, that if you do want to try the demo, you have to install yet another bit of software called Korg Pass. So you have to install that first before, and in fact, I'll show you that. I'll show you that later on. Okay, so I'm gonna close Safari and get my Wavestate and Logic set up. So I will be back in a minute. Right, welcome back to part 2 of the Wavestate native intro. First look, and I've got Logic set up with a software instrument. Now I'm having a bit of problemos with a bit of feedback crackle from using this with ScreenFlick. So apologies for that, but I can't seem to sort it. It could be something to do with the demo mode. I don't know. So yeah, so this is demo mode. You get 20 minutes. You can't save anything. So first off, if you want to change the size of the VST, it's over here, and I took a while to figure out where that was. So I bumped it up to 120. So you've got the edit and you've got the Librarian, pretty much the same as the software for the Wavestate hardware. And the one thing that you can do is just select percussion and woodwind, strings, effects. So this doesn't seem to have as much, and I'm assuming it's because it's a demo version, because obviously the percussion should be massive, and also I think pads as well. There's, I think, probably double that. So like I said, I'm assuming this is just because it's a demo version, and you will actually get a lot more than that. So yeah, because there's no drums, there's no sequences, there's a few arps and soundscapes and whatever. So that's quite good. And obviously, if you click on let's see, audio. So it has the kind of same bit at the side here where you've got the author collection, whatever it is. So yeah, so you can just switch between them. And obviously you can see you're on layer 1, layer B. There's nothing on C, there's nothing on D. And so let's just try audio techno. Let's try audio techno. So this is all your different kind of menus here. So you've got your main overview, you've got your synthesis, the wave sequencing. So if I... Right, so this one's actually not going anywhere. You've got your setup menu and your zones. So these are your keyboard zones. So you can see, and it's just the same. The other thing is I do like this because it's actually on the, it's a Librarian. This is vertical like this. So this is a damn so easy to work out. So you can just drag them, whatever, same idea. And then you've got effects for adding in. So you've got your pre-effects, your mod effects, and your delay. So you can just switch them all on like that. And then you can select whatever you want, reverse delay. And then you've got the master reverb and EQ and the mod list. And that is it. And then you've got your randomize button there as well. And then you've got your lanes. So you've got your and then you can switch between whichever layer you want. So you've got layer A, layer B, and it tells you up there. So that's it. So we go back to overview. Bass drop is coming. Right. So this is, yeah, so the keyboard split on this is, so D is, so that's the fluttering incline. And you can actually see the keys on, so these are the keys from my Wavestate's hooked up through USB, so it's picked that up in Logic, so it's purely, and then you'll get the rest of them coming in. And you can hear it's crackling. So yeah, so and the other thing is, so the four things that work from the keyboard, apart from the keys, are the mod wheel works. You can see it down here. So that works. Pitch bend works. So that works, and the Victor joystick works, which was quite nice, which I wasn't really expecting. So this one obviously has it switched on. So that is layer A, which is funky metal. We've got the steady bass on layer B. We've got the drop the beat on C, which is that, and then D is. So that's quite cool. But nothing, well, and the octaves. So the octaves work as well. So the octave button on the Wavestate actually moves the octaves as well. So that is it. I couldn't find anything else on the keyboard. So like I don't think the volume doesn't work. None of these. So I'm turning the master. Oh, the master works. Oh, hang on. Oh, the shit, the master works. I didn't get that one. Right. So so that master works. All right. So the timing, the sample, the pitch. So right. So these work. So that's quite cool. Oh, that didn't work the last time I tried it. Let's see the cutoff. If if I go to let's have a look. No, effects. No. Right. So I'm turning the cutoff. So that's doing nothing. The residence. So right. They don't work. So all right. Well, that's quite good. Right. So in the master lane. So let's switch to B. Yeah. So like. All right. So that's the fifth thing that you're getting that controls. The only problem is you don't really use them that much, so that's not a great benefit. Anyway, so like I said, I mean, probably the best thing is that the vector control works, because that is quite good, especially on something like this that has quite a lot of going on. And the other thing is the volume's bloody. I've got to whack the volume full up. It's really quite low. So you got your wave. So I'm trying to get one that's actually going to move. Right. Just to show you how this actually looks. There we go. There we go. So it's a bit of a. Jesus H Christ! I don't even remember this one. The Bopper Looper. Alright. So yeah, so that is showing you the wave sequence, which, to be honest, is, I can't even look at that. That would give you a bloody headache, that, wouldn't it? Yeah, that is a terrible preset. Right, so you see how so the volume's gone back down again. So I've gone to, so the volume is set for each preset. So like I said, I'm on normal, my Wavestate's on normal, my Korg set up normal kind of volumes and everything. So that is pretty quiet through my speakers. And like I said, this is a pain that the volume control on the Wavestate does not control the master volume. So that's a pain in the arse. So yeah, anyway, you get the idea. And obviously you can just drag these the same way that you can in the, if I can, which is not going to drag now. So yeah, so you can just add these in and whatever. And it's pretty much just the same as using the editor Librarian. And obviously you can change directions and what have you. But this is quite nice. I mean, you can tell that I'm not really that impressed by this VST. But because I really not really see the point of it. I mean, you really are better off just buying a Wavestate. Anyway, so that is pretty much all I can do. And like I said, I can't really sync this with the Wavestate. So what I'll do is I will show you the issue that I am having. So if I go to the Wavestate updater, right? So it's saying system update, right? And I'm on 2.01, which is the latest one, a new version. So right, so we'll press start to begin, right? So validating updater files, right? Transferring files. So it gets about halfway. So it'll start installing update. It's gonna bloody work this time. It normally gets halfway and then dies. Right, I bet it's going to bloody work. Oh. Right, so as I can't believe this. I've tried this a million times and it hasn't worked. Right, there we go. So what happens is it gets to there, and then version mismatch after installation and then it basically just restarts the Wavestate, and it's gone back to whatever last one I had on the screen. So that is what I'm getting. I thought it was actually going to work there because that's further than it's gone before. So that's it. That's what happens. And what does that mean? Version mismatch after installation. I mean, so that's that. And the other thing that I have tried, and this is the PDF for the updater, is updating via USB boot mode. So that does not work either. And like I said, there's nothing really else I can do. So at the moment, I am stuffed for getting things to work, and I'm not really sure what Korg, if they ever come back to me, because they've not been very good at coming back to me in the past, with the other issues that I've had with the Wavestate. So that is my problemos. And like I said, until I can get that sorted, I can't actually do a full review of this VST. So this is one of the reasons I'm doing this video, is to get some feedback from the people that have got Wavestates that follow my my channel, and to see if anybody else is having a problem on a Mac. And the thing is, it shouldn't really matter if you go into USB boot mode. It shouldn't matter what you're running, because it's actually installing from the Wavestate itself. So if that doesn't work, I don't know what else I can try. And I don't really know what else Korg UK are going to suggest, because that is the whole kind of way of getting around doing it via whatever computer you are using. So anyway, so that is it for today. And like I said, thanks for watching. And as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.